Are you a new mom who's starting to get a little breast milk anxiety? We've all been there, and don't worry, this video is for you. We're gonna cover the top 4 nutrients that are not only gonna help your recovery, but they're also gonna help to build your breast milk supply. Now, the early days of parenting can be a little overwhelming to say the least. Not only are we taking care of our babies, but we've also got to be looking out for our own bodies, especially if you're a lactating parent and you're going to be breastfeeding your baby. It's really important to make sure that you're not only getting the nutrients that you need, but that you're also transferring the right nutrients from your diet into your breast milk into your baby, because there are a handful of nutrients that are going to be directly influenced by our diet. So that's what we're going to discuss in this video. We're going to keep it short, sweet, and simple, and then at the end I'm going to give you some recipes that are going to help translate this information into everyday practice. So the first nutrient that I want to talk about is calcium. Now, calcium is really important because this is a little scary when we think about it, but actually as your body is making breast milk, it's directly going to extract the calcium from your bones into that breast milk, which means that even though you might not be taking in enough, it will still be taking it out of mom's bones. So it's really important to make sure that you're getting a lot of calcium every day. We're going to talk about some plant-based foods that are going to help you do that. Those are things like broccoli, spinach. If you eat fish and you eat eggs and cheese, then you definitely want to make sure that you're trying to get a couple servings of dairy, yogurt, or eggs in your diet every single day to help replenish that calcium for your own body. It's also going to be helping to transfer that calcium into your breast milk for your baby's bones. The next nutrient that we want to talk about is DHA. DHA is commonly found in a lot of prenatal vitamins, so it might be a great time to just continue taking your prenatal vitamins if you are breastfeeding. We've seen a lot of studies that show when we're depleted in DHA, it can really influence your mood, your energy, your sleep. It's one of those things that you really want to make sure you're getting enough of. I'm vegetarian, so I personally try to find plant-based forms of DHA, which comes in the form of ALA. That includes things like flaxseed, walnuts, olive oils sometimes have a lot of ALA in them. Or again, look towards a supplement. Now, if you eat fish, then you want to just make sure that you're getting a couple servings of a good fatty fish like salmon a couple times a week. So DHA is really important because that's going to help your brain function. And again, it's transferred to your breast milk, so it's helping your baby's brain function. Now, along these lines, we also want to talk about zinc. Zinc is one of the most common deficiencies we see in a lot of mood disorders, and also when it comes to just regulating your energy. So a lot of the time it's hard to get the proper amount of zinc through diet. Zinc is found in things like oysters or liver. I don't know about you, I'm not eating a bunch of oysters, not eating liver every day. So that is where taking a supplement can be really helpful with zinc. It's also found in certain things like pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds. But again, I'm not eating handfuls of pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds every day. So that's why we often recommend a zinc supplement to new moms. And zinc also helps boost your immune system. So there's really no downside to that. So the zinc is going to be important for your baby's immune system as well as for your own immune system. And it's going to help regulate your mood. Now, the last one that I want to talk about is something that's really easy to get when you eat the right thing. It's selenium. And selenium is super important because it's going to go into help building all of the right immune functions. And if you are able to eat just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts a day, then you are going to be getting all of the selenium you need. So how easy is that? We're just talking about a couple of Brazil nuts, and you've already been able to check the box on selenium. So just to do a quick recap on the different nutrients that we covered today on foods that you can eat to help increase your breast milk supply, we're talking about calcium. So again, we want that dairy, some eggs, cheese. You can also find calcium in broccoli and leafy greens if you're plant-based. We're talking about omega-3s. That'll come in the form of fatty fish if you eat fish. If not, then look for ALA. We're talking flaxseed, chia seed, walnuts. I love walnuts on everything. Then zinc is going to come down most likely to taking just an extra vitamin or supplement that has a little extra zinc in it. And then of course selenium, which all you need to do is just eat 1 to 2 Brazil nuts each day. Now, the way that this is going to help increase your breast milk supply is making sure that you have all the nutrients you need to make the most hearty and self-sufficient breast milk for your baby. So that is why we've got a couple of these quick tips. Here are a couple easy recipes that are going to help check all the boxes here. So up first we have a veggie scramble, and we're going to be making this with lots of spinach and leafy greens. You're going to be getting a lot of those omega-3s from the egg yolk. You're also going to be getting calcium from adding in a little bit of cheese, and you're going to be getting the calcium from some of those leafy greens. So that's why I love doing the veggie scramble in the morning. You're also going to get some iron and some vitamin B12, which is equally as important. We're going to discuss that in a later video. So starting off with a great, delicious veggie scramble is a great way to start the day. Then for lunch, you can do something like a fatty fish with a little bit of rice, or you can eat something like a peanut butter or even a pumpkin seed butter. That's one way that you'd be able to naturally get some of that zinc. And then for dinner, there's my doggy. For dinner, we could make a chicken noodle soup. If you're able to eat that, that's going to be a great way to once again get some of that iron and making sure that you're replenishing a lot of those nutrients in your body. I want to point out that you also really want to pay attention to hydration and make sure that you're drinking at least 8 to 10 cups of water each day, because it's really easy to get dehydrated when you're breastfeeding. So you want to make sure that you just keep a glass of water on hand, or even keep a water bottle on hand that encourages you to stay hydrated. So these are just a few of the foods that I highly recommend trying to implement into your diet when increasing your breast milk supply. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd love to hear about more of what you want to see in these videos. And if you hit subscribe, then I want to send you a free 30-day meal plan. So if you hit subscribe, give me your email address and I'll make sure to send that to you right away.